All right, welcome back to another episode of the Waveform Podcasts. We're your hosts. I'm Marques.
And I'm Andrew.
And we've got a third host. It's a special format this time. It's a game show. It is a little bit all over the place. It's kind of wild. We've got questions from different sources. We've got different answers. And we've also got some Q&A after everything. So it's going to be a fun one. But that's what Waveform is all about in the middle of the summer. Buckle up. So the format for this game show is going to be David hosting, asking the questions, me versus Andrew answering the questions. We both have an iPad here in front of us. David's got the host iPad, so he can start the countdown and we can literally buzz in. Whoever buzzes in first will get to answer. And then the questions themselves are mostly about tech from the first half of this year. So it's June. We're right around the halfway point of 2021. We've got a fair amount of tech that's come out, a fair amount of videos and projects that we've worked on. And so that, in theory, is what the questions are about. Some of them are written by Adam and David. Some of them are actually written by you guys from the Discord. So we've pinged you guys and asked you. I have not checked that channel of the Discord yet. So you guys have been writing some great game show questions, I hear, and we'll try to answer them.
It's been killing me because somebody pinged me in it, but I refused to click on the actual channel, so I don't see any of them. So I've just had a notification sitting for 24 hours, and it's driving me insane.
I'm glad you didn't check. I'm glad you didn't cheat. That's good. All right.
That's what he says, at least.
Yeah. I guess I just want to... You have all the questions already that you collected, so may the best trivia buzzer win, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of these are definitely from the videos that we made in the first half of 2021. So.
All right. Cool. I really hope I get these then. Okay. Or at least that I know them. Even if I don't buzz first, I hope I know them.
All right. Adam, you ready?
Oh, wait. Do we want to... Adam made correct and incorrect sounds.
Oh, right.
So do you want to give us a little test example here, Adam? Give us a right answer sound. All right. And give us a wrong answer sound.
Okay.
All right. That's
I know which one I want to hear.
It's a really insult to injury with that wrong answer sound.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
I think we're ready.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Question 1. Name one or all of the topics from the first episode of this year's Waveform podcast. Marques hit it first?
Yeah, he did.
I buzzed. It's got to be CES. We must have talked about CES at some point during January's first episode. No?
Yeah.
We didn't talk about CES at all?
Because the first episode is going to be...
CES.
Yeah, it's pre... There wasn't really a CES, and it was pre probably when CES would be.
I think it was, because CES was the 6th.
We skipped the very first Friday was January 1st, and then the next Friday still would have been before when quote-unquote CES comes out,
We didn't even talk about the fact that
I don't think we even...
virtual. Wow.
Yeah, do I get a chance
Yeah,
at
but you got to hit the
answering?
buzzer, though, so I can get you points.
Okay. I think I'm going to guess that there was a... Did you say I have to name all of them or
you
just
can name,
one of them?
I'll give you points based on how many you can name.
I'm going to guess there was a what are you excited for this year Q&A. That's all I really have a guess for, to be honest.
Okay. There's... Yeah, it's kind of wrong.
Okay.
Marques, do you want to rebuttal?
No, I don't remember at all.
I feel like I should give you 1 point, Andrew, because it was smartphone rumors and predictions, which is kind of what are you excited for?
Yeah,
Unless you don't
I thought it was
give me
specifically a Q&A though, so
so I won't give you a point.
Don't give me a point. I won't take it.
Okay.
It makes me so. I mean, what's kind of funny about that? This is our first year of doing, or we just started weekly podcast stuff, so it's way more jumbled together than it used to be.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
0-0.
fun. Okay, yeah, great
0-0.
start.
All right, 0-0.
Out of the gates,
Sick.
almost.
Yeah.
Gates are open.
Question.
Wait,
2.
what was the answer?
Oh, right. All right. The answer was actually 2021 smartphone rumors and predictions.
Mm-hmm.
The Taycan sets a new cross-country cannonball record.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Wow, we did that early. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the next episode was probably the interview.
Yep.
I think it was directly after that.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right. Question 2.
Buzzer finger ready.
What was the most viewed NKBHD video so far this year? Marques got it first.
AirTags unboxing and demo.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah, Apple hardware.
I originally thought F-150. That's got to be like second or third,
surprisingly
I think.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AirTags is, I think 7 million
point.
people have watched that video.
AirTags is nuts.
7.2 or
So,
something.
yeah,
which is
I think,
crazy.
I think F-150 is like 5.9 or something.
I was like
that.
kind of
yeah.
sad that the unboxing and demo got like 7.2, and then our actual like analysis of the market got like
That's tech
4.
YouTube, baby.
That is
I know.
always how it goes. I've said this
Yeah.
before. Companies love the fact that the first impressions are always the biggest, most lasting impression people have. So if
Yeah.
you can make a great first impression, that's great. Apple knows that. Google knows that. Samsung, they all know that.
Yeah.
So, yep, that one didn't shock me.
Yeah.
I'm glad I remembered, though. I got it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 point.
1 point.
Sick. Oh, look, I have a score.
Oh.
It says I have 1 point on
Wow,
the
this
iPad.
can just tell me how bad
Appreciate
I'm losing
that.
the entire time.
Alrighty. Sick.
Excited.
All right.
For the record, that question was from Rich Mondulo on Discord, and the first one was from Forsbox7.
Nice.
Thank
Cool.
you to both of you.
Yeah,
I hope
thank
you all have great usernames.
I'm
that we
banning
can
both
call
of you
out.
because I got them both wrong. So,
Wow.
Dang.
so I'm just.
You guys should be scared of Andrew.
I don't know how I've gotten that. Like everyone says Andrew's scary on Discord, so.
I keep telling
maybe
people
I'll just
like
stay in.
Andrew's the least scary person possible. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, now I have one place to be scary. So.
Oof, oof. All right. Ready?
Buzzer's on.
Question 3. What is the first graphic / Easter egg that Adam put in the video version of the podcast?
Ever?
Yes.
Oh man.
Okay, I have to think of, so the first episode that he edited.
Yeah,
You guys
what was
not
the
watch
first
the video
episode?
podcast?
No, I do, but I'm trying to remember the first one. There's so many now.
I know, yeah.
The first episode.
Oh wait, the first video one was like I think we titled it our first podcast, our first video podcast.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't remember the topics because I don't remember the title because the title was that.
It just needs to be the first graphic. that
Yeah,
is shown.
but I feel like I need to. That Adam added. I thought it was gonna be a trick question and maybe be like the new intro that Michael created, but I'm stuck. Do you want to work
Yeah.
together on this one?
Yeah, we might get timed
Okay.
out.
Yeah. What is the timeout? Is this does the boat horn count as the timeout?
That might be. We might have to have Adam. Adam should probably answer this one. You should
Yeah.
fill us in.
The first one was the headshots that we all took in the studio. Because you guys were mentioning everyone in the studio, and I had their headshots pop up in the video.
I never ever would have guessed that.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have said. Yeah, it's an Easter egg, I guess.
That's why
Well,
I
that's what I
chose
said,
graphic.
graphic.
Yeah,
Oh, graphic. Okay.
I would have guessed it was like some sort of. If it was a total guess, I would have guessed like a car graphic of like some graphs that showed like range or 0 to 60s or something. Just because we talk about EVs all the time, and that's like a nice little graphic to toss.
Yeah,
on.
that came from Maverick on Discord, and he said to do, or she, the Easter egg. But I watched like 20 minutes of that first episode and could not find one, so I changed it to
Okay.
graphic.
First
Okay.
graphic.
Fair.
Fair, yeah. Nice.
All right. Good to know you guys are way behind.
Hey, if that teaches us anything, it's watch the video podcast.
Hey, watch
there
the
is
video.
definitely way more to this trivia in the video version than there is in the audio version. I think
Adam
that's fair.
also edits the crap out of these to
I'm sure
make
this
them
will-
look really nice.
this will
and
also be
have
in
fun
the-
things.
a clip as well. If you listen to this whole episode and really want to see just the trivia aspect and just do a clip, that'll be there too.
All right, this next one is kind of fun.
Okay.
The way this works is in honor of the Oppo Find X3 Pro with a microscope camera.
Oh,
Here are more than three. Here are many close-up images of random objects.
Oh.
Whoever gets the most correct wins.
Okay.
did you guys go take these, or are these the ones from
No,
our video?
These are not even actually necessarily from the Oppo Find X3 Pro.
okay.
They're just
In honor
microscope
of-
photos.
okay.
In honor of that.
Oh, I thought I was going to have to remember what we shot our photos of.
No.
I
I
was
could have
actually
done
kind
that.
of excited.
I
for
could have
that.
done that.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to show you guys the first one.
Now we just have to identify what they might be.
Describe them too.
Oh my God.
You got to hit the buzzer. Remember.
Of the
it
first
looks like
one?
hair. Describing it's hard because I want to hit the buzzer first.
It just looks like a paintbrush tip really, really zoomed in. But there's no way.
Andrew,
You
A
both.
paintbrush tip really, really zoomed in.
Adam. Correct.
Wow.
Gotta hit the button, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, for those audio listeners, someone decided to say it out loud without pressing the button. So Andrew wins.
Sick. All right.
All right. Here's
That's a good.
the
I was
second
thinking
one.
like regular brush.
Ready?
Yeah.
Get ready to hit the buzzer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Describe it.
Black, textured with a white X through the middle. I'm guessing like
Oh,
paint.
Marquez.
Black X with a texture. I'm guessing like paint.
No.
Wait,
Andrew's next.
tile and grout.
No. Okay. We want to go again?
I mean, it looks like a piece of apparel with like rubber like letters on
You're
it.
closer.
But I couldn't tell you what exactly that is. It's an X. It's a really zoomed in X.
All right.
Technically
That
true.
is it's a key on a keyboard of an X.
A keyboard. Oh, wow. So I was right technically. I mean, I didn't
Sort
buzz. Whatever.
I
I don't deserve that point.
Nah.
I don't think so.
That was tough.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right. Third one. Ready?
Yes. Oh, I know what that is. But you beat me.
Andrew.
Ballpoint pen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well done.
Okay.
I need to be
that
faster
was
on
one
the
of
buzzer.
the easier ones.
Marquez is too busy making sure it's a fun, active show, and I'm just like zeroed in on the buzzer right now.
You ready? All
Here
right.
we go. Here we
Number
go.
4.
It's interesting that it's like kind of cliff-like.
Andrew,
I'm guessing the edge of a carpet.
nope.
I'm gonna buzz. I might be wrong, but I think it looks kind of like the side of a Triscuit.
It does. It has hair on it, though.
That's
I mean, maybe a
fair.
Triscuit that landed on the floor where Mac lays down.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it does. So it's tan. It has grooves. I think it looks like fabric because it has little pieces of hair coming off,
And
but
let
it's
you guys
like
buzz again if
right
you
at
want
the
to.
side.
I'll let you buzz again if you want
This feels like an unfair advantage.
For audio listeners, Marquez is leaning over the table,
Yeah,
looking really
completely.
closely into the screen.
He's trying to magnify this.
I still can't tell what that is. I don't know.
All right. It's a book.
A-
Like pages of a book.
Oh, page. Oh, from the
Wait,
side.
can I see again?
Oh, from the side. Like those are like if you put the pages all together.
Things look
Oh,
quite different when
Is
they're
that?
magnified
Can I
that
guess
much.
what book it is?
I think it's just a random image we found on the internet. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know if we know
Cannot
what book it
confirm.
Oh yeah,
Do you
you
think
guys
you
didn't
know?
take these pictures.
These are not
okay.
Oppo Find
yeah.
Extra
Oh
Pro
man,
photos.
I forgot. I keep thinking these are things that are in the studio.
No.
Okay.
All right. Here we go again. Ready?
What does it look like?
A crystal, like a crystal on something. I'm gonna.
I buzzed.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I think it's ice. I don't know what part of ice.
No.
No. Hmm.
Sand.
No.
This is a really good picture,
Can I?
I know,
but
right?
I don't know what it is.
I buzzed
If
again.
only the Oppo Find X3 Pro could
Salt.
do that. You're
Okay.
close. I will tell you you're close.
It's like it's very clearly a close-up shot of something that looks like a crystal. So I don't know what essentially it could be. Like what else? I think of salt as like
It's a diamond. Nope.
Salt was close.
very small diamond.
Salt was close.
Oh, salt was close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what else could be close to salt. That's like close in that it's a seasoning, and then yeah, I think I give up.
Okay. Do you give up,
Yeah.
Marquez?
I
Okay.
do.
It's sugar.
Sugar.
The sugar cube?
Really? I didn't
Yeah,
know
it's
sugar
a
was
sugar,
Hmm.
sugar crystal.
fine as close. No, yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
The Oppo Find X3 Pro could not have taken any of
No.
these. Maybe
No,
the
these
book
are-
one.
The
Maybe the
ballpoint
the
pen,
ballpoint
if it had
pen
good enough
probably.
lighting, I think it could.
Yeah.
It did some good ones.
I'm
with
hoping
the, like,
that eventually it gets this good, but if they even make
I
another
do remember we
microscope.
spent a lot of time with that walk. Like
It's
We
fun.
took pictures of everything in this studio.
It's definitely fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet. So if you if you showed me the photos from the video that we took, I could probably identify like at least 3/4 of the things we took photos of, because I remember like, wow, that's what the pool table looks like.
Right.
That's what a
Yeah.
pool cue looks like.
Coffee bean, matchstick.
The head of a match?
Key. Yeah, we had a lot.
They
of
were
fun
really
with that.
cool. So, gimmick feature on a phone, yes, but
Made
still
for
pretty
great
cool.
video. Yeah.
Still pretty cool.
I debated using those pictures, but I thought it would have been unfair to Andrew.
Yeah. I mean,
He was part
I think
of
I
it, sort
recommended
of.
half of them.
Yeah.
It was like that was like a team effort of us just running around,
Yeah.
like, throwing things at Marquez to take pictures of.
Yeah,
but
true.
I appreciate trying to keep it.
I tried.
PG.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Ready?
Yes.
Oh, wait, it's already started. Wait, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Andrew was first.
Screw.
Boom.
Yep.
Man, I got the easy ones.
Oh, Andrew's
The
3.
fingers. It's all on the
3 to
fingies,
1.
baby.
On the
Man.
fingies.
Fastest in the West.
I need to buzz faster.
Despite being on the East Coast.
I need to buzz faster because there's no penalty for being wrong.
This is true.
Well, you get the other person gets a longer time to
Yeah,
get.
that's fair.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Andrew's first.
Soap bubble.
Boom.
I was,
oh, boy.
I was gonna say that, but then
I
thought too
I was a
hard.
little worried about it because it just looks like a
That's
bunch
great.
of like refractions kind
It
of,
looks
and
really cool.
it looks really cool. But I would almost expect the soap to look like that from further back, not that zoomed in. I would expect zoomed in to be more specific on one like refraction.
Yeah.
All right. This is the last one for
I need
this question.
I need this. I
Yeah.
need this. Okay.
Whoever wins this one gets 3 points.
3 points.
This
Okay.
could kill me, but yeah, let's see it.
Can you turn it a little? It's very dark.
That is very dark. Oh, that's Velcro.
Boom.
Oh.
Hey, I've seen Velcro from a bunch of weird angles. I don't know why. It's like a bunch of hooks.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
it's just a bunch of small
Yeah, they
nylon hooks.
Hook each other.
Yeah.
So weird.
Velcro. What a great
It's really
invention.
interesting.
Thanks, NASA.
Boom! I just caught up on one question.
One question.
This wasn't rigged at all.
I can't feel that bad since my first point was based on stealing your answers.
yeah.
Andrew also won the last one, so I have to give a little bit of an advantage.
Oh
Wait, did you win the last one, or did Marquez win?
no, we keep it fair. We keep it fair.
I thought I lost the last one.
Maybe you
but
lost.
It was very close.
Well, I'll make it. I'll keep it fair. From
No,
now
just
on.
keep it. Yeah, we're good.
I just didn't want to be have Marquez be too far behind. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
Okay.
4-4.
Back to regular questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is an actual question, regular question. All right. Ready? Name the correct order of Retro Tech Season 2 episodes. And the bonus one that was YouTube Red exclusive is not in there.
Is not in there.
Not
That's
in the
the
list.
only one I'm like completely positive on.
I know.
Or YouTube Premium, is that what they call it now?
Yeah, I think it's called YouTube Premium now.
Okay.
Okay.
Marquez.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
try. I think
Here
I
we
got
go.
it. Number 1, flying cars.
Nice.
Number 2, teleportation.
Yep.
Number 3, this is where it's tough. I think it's smart homes.
No.
Yeah. Do I just stop there? I just can't guess anymore.
Adam, what do you think?
I mean, I think it would be your benefit to stop there because if
Yeah.
you guess any more,
Then
then
I'm
I
giving
can just
you-
yeah.
Okay, fair.
Okay.
All right, but
I'm
I'm-
gonna try
I'm
here, but I don't know if I even know all. It's 5, right?
5, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I get to just go.
Yeah.
Okay. Flying cars, smart homes.
No.
Beep.
Flying cars was the hero.
Okay.
For sure. Teleportation was the next best episode. Put it second. Loved it.
Uh-huh.
Then it was either smart homes or hyper communication was the behind the paywall one, right?
Wearables
no, it
is
wasn't.
behind
Or
the
what are we calling it?
Paywall.
Hyperconnectivity.
Hyper connectivity. That's what it's called.
Wearables is behind the paywall.
So wearables
right?
is behind.
Yeah.
So it was hyper connectivity, smart homes.
No.
Or I'm not doing the order. I'm just
okay,
saying the
okay,
rest of the
okay,
three. It was
okay.
hyper connectivity, smart homes, and what was the last one? Retro tech, future, wearables. That was wearables. Neil deGrasse Tyson talked about flying cars, humanoid robots.
I have to remember.
You guys
from the beginning
can
now.
you guys can buzz in.
I
by
did
the way.
already.
Oh, you already did.
Yeah.
You already got it. You want to just hit it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man. No,
Just start from the beginning.
Okay, I know what it is now. I got it now. As soon as you're wrong, I got it.
Buzz it in so that.
Oh, can I?
Yeah,
okay. I already messed this up. I already forgot the beginning ones.
I got it.
Yeah, just give it to Marquez. I'm wrong.
Just
I
buzzing
forgot.
out?
I buzzed
Okay.
it in because I remembered the end, but I forgot the
Are you
beginning
tapping out?
already.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tap
Okay.
out.
So number 1, flying cars. Number 2, teleportation.
Yep.
Number 3, humanoid robots.
Yes.
Number 4, smart homes.
No.
Hyperconnectivity, then smart homes.
Wait,
I feel like we're at the
without-
part. Yeah, we should just end this question and no one gets points
I'm giving
because
neither
it's
of you points.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
I mean, to be fair, like getting 5 in a row is pretty difficult, you know, especially knowing the
There were some
exact
favorite children in there.
order. It's okay. At least you both got 4 points now. So
Sick. All right.
all right. Well, if any of you at home got that before they did, you can feel better about
That
yourselves.
would be really impressive
very impressive.
if you got that one at home.
It is much harder because RetroTech is shot so much different than we're used
Yeah,
to, where it's
quite
like
different.
you're shooting all of those episodes at the same time.
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
much.
that-
like you shot Neil in one day, and that was for every single episode.
Lots of overlap there.
Yeah, we're very used to a schedule of like when you guys see a video, that was the last thing we worked on. And it's very, very, very rare that we're working on something in between there. So we just know like, what did we work on last? It was
That's
the
the last
last
thing.
video. And what did we
Yeah.
work on before that? The video before that. And
Yeah. So with that, we shot for about 8 weeks on and off in the studio and in the city a bit with the team. And when I was trying to remember the order, I was trying to remember the way the thumbnails appear in the shelf in my head.
That's what I was kind of. I remember when we were first doing all the thumbnails,
Yeah.
we had like this. It was 3 on top, 3 on the bottom, and I was trying to imagine that.
Yeah.
Where was Smart Homes again? Was that 4?
It was the last
Last
one.
one.
The last one.
Yeah.
I really thought I remembered Smart Homes bottom quarter, but
Yeah.
maybe that wasn't the order. Maybe that's why I was.
Wearables
also really
was technically
messed up.
second, but it was the YouTube Premium one.
Well, it came out at
Because
the
it came
exact
out at
same
the
time
same
as the
time,
first
right,
one.
and they just
but-
kept that paywall. Okay.
Yeah.
For the record, that question came from Blood Tiger XG. Shout out to the Discord.
So now we're on the same page. It was teleportation first episode. Sorry,
No,
flying cars. Flying cars number 1, teleportation number 2.
Uh-huh.
Then we had humanoid robots number 3.
Yep.
Then we had wearables number 4.
Hyperconnectivity.
Hyperconnectivity number
And
4.
then-
Wearables number 5.
No,
And then
smart homes, and then wearables was paywall.
I'm just gonna stop. Okay, I'm just gonna stop.
That's okay. This is. I would never be able to get this. Like, I
That
can't.
was a great question.
I
That was a
don't-
very,
I
very
don't think
good
I could
question.
even like recite the last 5 things I had for dinner. So.
That me neither. That sounds pretty hard, actually.
Yeah, exactly. This is
All
even
right.
harder than that. That's what I'm saying.
Word.
Okay. All right. Number 6. This one comes from Adam and I.
We're still 4-4.
Yeah, still 4-4. All right. In the best Mac I've ever reviewed video, Mac has a few basic specs that pop up on screen. What were they?
Pop up on screen.
What we talked about is specs.
I remember like
All
a
of
lot of
them?
the things we
Can I name one
There
of
are
them?
3. You can get a point for each one.
for each one.
Oh, for each
Okay.
one. I buzzed, but I don't know.
Yeah.
You,
yeah.
Okay.
You buzz.
One of them was definitely his eyes, so I'm gonna say we went with like monochrome sensors up front. I think I labeled that, and then
No.
we didn't.
Yeah, it's because I remember there was
I
like
think we talked about that, but we didn't.
there's a lot of
label
things we
it.
talked about. We
Ah.
talked about like wireless charging. We talked about him just. Did we talk about speed? Like we just talked about him being fast, but I don't think it necessarily. I don't remember. For those of if there's anyone also confused about what we're talking about, the best Mac ever was a dog, not a computer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
Mac
you're
the
an
dog.
audio listener
Watch
and
the
missed
video.
yeah, you should definitely watch that video. We'll put it in show notes, but it was not a piece of tech. This was our April Fool's Day video,
Yeah.
which was a blast to make. And we made a lot of jokes about monochrome sensors in the front and
The snout.
wireless charging on his bed, and that he was fast and that he was bad at learning new tricks and stuff like that. But I don't.
I think you
Remember
guys are
the-
overthinking it. Those
Yeah.
are like the features from the video. There's
Yeah.
like one shot where
There's
you put
one
his
shot where
basic-
you
Yeah,
put
yeah,
the
yeah. I'm
specs
trying to
up.
think of what specifically was on there. though.
Oh.
Like, I can
yeah, do-
imagine the
oh,
shot.
God, I know.
Was it not the same shot that the thumbnail was? Like
No.
the physical shot?
It was like, this is the mid-size model. Hold on. Can I buzz again?
Andrew, are you gonna
Reclaim. I don't know.
give up your time?
Yeah, I'll give up my time.
You
Okay.
can buzz again if you want.
But we said it was the the color. I don't remember the color we made up, but we named the color.
But we didn't list it on screen.
We didn't?
Also, I think we called it like mocha cream.
Oh, we did. Yeah, that was
Mocha
the color
cream.
name. That wasn't one of them. The mid-size model, is that the other one?
No.
We put his weight
Yes.
and his height
Yes.
and his name.
No.
Man,
Okay, but
what did we write?
what was his weight and his height? And Andrew, you could buzz in.
Oh,
too.
he's about 35 pounds, and his height was probably in inches. I just don't know what it
we
is.
did inches?
Yeah, I don't know.
I
what
don't
it is.
know. Like, I mean, I'm going to...
Andrew, you should know this.
Weight should
It's
be
your dog.
Weight should be 30 pounds.
Okay.
And then height, did we do 24 inches? Was it inches or was it feet? Can I do 2 feet or 24 inches?
You could do 2 feet /
24 inches? Oh, was it centimeters? Because I have no idea
2
what
feet
that
and
is.
how many inches?
Oh, 2 foot 3 or something.
Did we really measure it? I don't know exactly
I think
how
we did
tall
measure
it
his
is.
height. Yeah. I don't remember what
Right,
we
so
got.
I
2
gave-
feet 4 inches.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
So I give you each 2 points because Marquez said weight and height,
Yeah,
and then
okay.
Andrew said the exact
Okay.
specs.
It was
Fair.
30.
Wait, there's one more
30
thing.
pounds. There's one more
Yeah.
thing.
Huh.
Cue the music.
Weight, height, and one more spec.
And it's not color because we already...
It wasn't
that
color,
out.
it wasn't name,
Did we...
it wasn't breed.
We
was
didn't
it?
do the just like good boy rating right there, did
No.
we?
That was at the end. We just gave 11 out of 10.
This one's a little hard, so
Hmm.
I can give you a hint, but I feel like Andrew's gonna
was
get
it
it.
like model number? Like what
Ooh,
year?
you're close. Oh,
yeah, what
yep,
year
yep,
he was?
yep, yep.
Oh,
Okay.
birth year, yeah. What model number year?
Oh, I need
All right,
to.
you get 1 point for that. So,
Yeah.
but then one of you
2013.
incorrect.
Wow,
it's your
I'm the
dog,
worst.
bro.
Oh, no.
Buzzing, buzzing. What?
I don't know what year it was. though.
2014.
Yes.
Okay.
Whoops. I got too excited.
Boom. Got the year. Second try.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Cool. All right.
No, I just like the 20 SYL that came
Yeah.
in.
That was incredible. I'm glad you. Look, we
It
all
was the
forget
year
birthdays.
after Hammerheads.
Andrew's
That's
now
a-
2 points ahead.
It was
Yeah.
8-6. I'm sorry, Mac, if you're watching this. I promise I know you're 7
Don't you know
years
how old he is?
He knew your exact height and weight, so that's pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't even know my exact weight
Yeah.
because it fluctuates.
I don't know. Does
Are we
Mac-
guessing?
Buzz in.
Damn. I mean, darn. Okay, so question 7.
Yes.
How long is the longest and shortest videos in the first half of the year? You can say what the video is, and then you also get 2 points if you get close enough to the time code.
What's close enough?
You know,
10
I'll
seconds.
figure
I'm
it
just going to
out.
start
Okay.
spewing things, and you can tell me if I get any points.
Okay, are you guessing longest or shortest?
Longest.
Okay,
What I really think of the iPhone.
correct.
Ooh.
20. No. How long was that video? 42 minutes. That's my guess.
46
And you can tell me
minutes.
if the ballpark, I don't know if I'm,
46:20.
whoever's closer.
Andrew is way closer.
Really?
It's 47:58.
Wow, nice. Okay.
All right,
so it's
so you
one for
both
each.
got a point.
We each got
Okay. So shortest video is the other one?
Shortest in 2021.
In 2021. Yes. Okay. This one usually gets me. I don't usually
this
remember
is
the
tough.
shortest. The Mac
I have
video
an
was pretty short.
idea. I don't think it was Mac video though.
It's going to be an
Do you wanna-
unexpected one.
I'm guessing AirTags.
Definitely not.
AirTags had a whole demo and everything. It's
Yeah,
got to
it's
be
still
just
just
the,
an unboxing.
Let me go with
though.
the. Oh, can I buzz?
Yeah,
Is it the
you're-
iPhone 12 purple?
No.
That's a good
that was the
question.
second shortest.
Shorter? Oh, wow.
I know. I
one
was actually
shorter
really
than that.
surprised that this was shorter than that.
Yeah. Wow.
Did we announce?
But we had like a
anything?
2-minute like Luminar thing in the iPhone 12 thing.
Oh, that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
So that's why.
Oh,
It
the
would've been the
iPhone one,
shortest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we announce anything like channel specific this year?
No.
Like video podcast came out, but we didn't. Oh, that was like we threw that at the end of a video,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Think of it's 6 months, so it's quite a while.
Yeah,
Right, I'm
it's
So
going
a
to-
lot
I'm
of stuff
trying to-
has happened that seems really old, but isn't that old if you think about it.
Yeah, but what was small in the last year?
It doesn't even necessarily need to be a small thing. It's just
Yeah,
a video,
that's-
just video short. I'm just trying to give you hints.
Yeah, I can tell.
He's like, this came out in January. It's a
Which-
large
well,
object.
Yeah,
and
which
it's-
makes me think it's
Not
an
necessarily
EV,
large.
and
No,
then-
it's not necessarily large. Small in terms of like importance is what I'm saying. It's not necessarily small in terms of importance, just because the video is short.
It's also hard because like we didn't do a straight up iOS one. We did like an iOS
the shortest
and
videos.
Android one.
Yeah. The shortest
was
videos are
more
typically
recent.
unboxings because not much happens after the unboxing unless you get into first impressions. There's event recaps, but those are usually pretty long. Reviews are usually pretty long. So maybe it's I'm buzzing.
Yep.
Maybe it's the front-facing camera behind the glass video. That was pretty short. No?
No.
That was a pretty short one, though.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. That was the third shortest.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Wow,
God.
you got.
I'm
second
all over
and
this
third.
one.
Yeah,
I'm getting warmer.
I'm like
Yeah.
pretty.
Andrew, do you have a follow up?
No, do you want to go one more hint?
Okay.
Or do you want to reset the button and go one more hint?
Okay.
Sure.
It was a phone.
Mm-hmm. A video about a phone. Okay.
And remember, 6 months.
Was it the
So it could have been any time within the last 6 months.
Find X3?
No.
I wasn't sure if maybe we just did the most of the microscope stuff quickly and
Here's another hint. It was a video you did before I was around. Before I was born.
before.
I'm just going through the phones in my head. The Sony was pretty long. The Samsung impressions. I'm going to go Samsung S21 impressions.
Correct.
Yeah, I was started thinking of that because there's so
'Cause
many
it's
of them,
split.
and there's it's mostly ultra, and then you kind of like
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then
And how long was it?
how long was it?
Oh, I need this. I need this to tie you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
How close
You
do we
should
have to
I'll let
get?
you guess first.
how close do we have to get?
Whoever gets
I'll
closer.
feel it out.
Whoever gets closer.
Yeah, whoever's closer.
Yeah, this is
Whoever's a closer delta.
impressions.
6 minutes 55 seconds.
5 minutes. No, 6 minutes, 54 seconds.
Oh, this is
Savage.
yeah.
what was it?
6 minutes, 28 seconds.
I was gonna go like 550, so I'm glad I waited.
Okay.
No, I think that still would have been closer.
Okay.
Yeah, that would have been closer.
I'm glad I remember.
That's the only reason I'm not.
Can you buzz,
mad
Marquez,
about
so I can give you a point?
Oh, there we go.
Boom, 9-9.
that. 9.
I told you it was gonna end in a tie.
And we have one question
Oh,
left.
we do.
Wow. Okay.
Actually,
How convenient.
we have 2 questions left.
Okay.
did
that-
we miss? Yeah. who
That
were those
question
five?
came from Fours Box 7 again.
Great
Thank
question. Great question.
Yeah, these are Discord. I'm really proud of y'all. When
They're pretty good.
Like, I'm sure it was a total mess when
You
we
asked
first
about-
started that channel, but
Yeah.
like these are really good
eventually-
questions.
Eventually got good.
Shout
Is
out
this-
to Discord. Yeah.
Is one of the questions, this might not be one of them, but I think it'd be interesting. We found the most and least time. We found the most viewed. What was the least viewed? Do you remember?
The
Do you remember?
Wait, the least viewed video?
The least viewed video from the first half of this year?
Oh, least
Oh man,
viewed.
what is the least viewed from this
I can
year?
find out right now.
I feel like there was one we
Go
were
for it.
specifically watching, and it was like
gonna let you guys
having
guess.
a hard time cracking 1 million. And
Oh, wait, but you
what
can't-
Was
you
this isn't points? We're just doing.
Yeah,
this
I
for
know,
fun
I
at
know.
this
And
point.
but it's not a retro. Like, let's not.
Yeah,
include
yeah,
retro
not
Oh, sure.
retro tech. Mhm.
because those didn't.
I think it's actually Sundar's interview,
Sundar's interview.
I think.
It's gonna be. You're gonna have to look through a lot.
That
of
was
stuff right now.
2.5.
That was
I
probably
think we
less.
have lower. I think
the
Max is
OnePlus
lower.
Watch and Sundar's interview had the same amount of views, actually.
I'm gonna weirdly say it's best Mac ever.
I actually.
I think it's like 1.6 million.
1.9 is
Is
best
it up
Mac
there?
ever.
But that's still kind of low.
Yeah.
That's one of the lowest
There's one lower than that.
in the last 6 months.
Yep.
One less than Max video.
Actually, there's 2 less than that, at least. Yeah, there's at least 2 less than that.
I don't know. What were they?
One was the OnePlus 9 review, because the 9,
Oh, 'cause
the
the
9
9
Pro
yeah, no.
video did 3.5.
Right,
The
okay.
OnePlus 9 did 1.8.
Mhm.
The one that did even less than that was the Ultimate Custom PlayStation 5.
Oh, right. That
Yeah,
one flopped
remember
so
that
was
hard.
flopped.
Man, that was like one of the best thumbnails though. That thumbnail
One
was
of the best-
so good.
And whatever
it didn't-
happened to PlayStation 5 SEO just being crazy? Come
Well,
on,
look at the
YouTube, what are
other
you doing?
PlayStation 5 stuff, and that's why.
Yeah.
I think
Is it
we were a
also
little
low?
later with that, with all that stuff. So that's probably why the PS5 hype was kind of died down.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's still
it's still
really hard to
crazy,
get a
but from
PS5.
what it was, and people were starting to get their PS5s
Wow.
already by then. So that probably makes
AirPods
sense.
Max unboxing impressions has 11 million views.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. Okay. All right.
All right, back to the official
Back
questions.
to the official questions. All right.
Hit the quan.
Boom.
All right.
This is the last question, right?
No, there's 2 more.
Okay.
All right. Estimate the total length of waveform episodes from this year, from the beginning of the year.
Like combined?
Yeah, and you can do. I'll give points for minutes and hours.
Oh my god. Estimate the total length of all of them from
This
year.
Yeah.
So wow. Whew.
I bust.
Okay.
Okay.
I wish there was a
Oh, man.
noise.
70 hours.
No.
70 hours, 20 minutes.
No, you're way over. Or way over.
We
Yeah.
had 6 months, and 6 months times 4 weeks each is 42 weeks. So I'm gonna go 42 hours.
Wait, oh yeah, I am. How are we on?
Closer, but still way over.
Oh my god, I know. I did that. That would be total because this is episode 69.
Nice.
Thank you. And I just did on that. So yeah, you're right. 40 something.
We're just doing this year.
Yeah, just this year.
I
So-
thought we renamed episode numbers for the start of the year, but that makes
Oh.
no sense.
Yeah, that'd be a little
We have a lot of like 45 to 50 minute and then a couple 90 minute. It seems like we only do one or the other.
To be honest, I would just average
Yeah.
it. I would just average it at an hour.
Yeah.
That's what Marques just did.
and I was
Yeah.
over at 42.
Yeah, but we haven't done 42 episodes this year.
True, we're not fully through June. This is the second to last week of June.
Oh wait, because there's only 40.
It'd be like
there's only
39.
52 weeks in a year, so it should be like 26 hours.
And February only has 3 weeks.
Yo, Andrew definitely gets a point for that.
All right.
25.73 hours.
Oh, that's lower than I thought.
Wow, that really though just proves that both of us are really bad at math.
All right, now this is a speed round
We
for
score
how
yeah.
fast can you do this math? How many minutes is 25.73 hours?
This is Marquez's. He went to a smart school.
How many minutes?
I went to film school. I have no chances. I haven't taken
4.
math since I was a sophomore in high school. I don't think.
It's just
24 times
multiplication.
60.
Yeah.
25.73 times 60.
Well, okay, 25 times 60.
26.
Closer
If I
to
do
26.
that, it's 15. 150. 1500 plus
Adam, you got to do the math thing in front of his head right now.
1500 plus 70 times 0.60 times 0.7, you said? It was
Hey, Google.
0.73.
0.73.
Is there one around here? Siri.
Just give me
Cortana.
1,540-ish.
1544.
Okay.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Can you buzz in?
1544.
Can you also buzz in? I just want to see the points you have. Oh, you're both at 10.
Let's go.
There's one last question.
Mental math.
Oh, man.
Okay.
All right.
This is
If
it.
only this iPad had a calculator on it.
Yeah. Well,
I think I could have had that last
wait,
one.
is there a widget on the beta yet? No? All right, last one.
All right. You guys ready?
Mhm.
Last question.
Yeah.
This is for it all. It all comes down to this. All right. How long to the nearest minute was WWDC?
1 hour 59 minutes.
Andrew,
I was
what's your
going to guess 1 hour 58 minutes. I was actually going to guess that. Well, you did this to me already, so I can't even feel bad. But I was actually going to guess 1 hour 58 minutes because I feel like we downloaded it and I thought that's what it.
1
I
hour
remember.
46:49. So Andrew wins.
The crowd goes.
That's pretty
wild.
savage, dude.
Well done.
I
well
would.
done.
You have
mean-
no honor, sir.
I wasn't trying to do it like that.
I actually thought that's what it was.
I guess you could have guessed 1 minute over and Marquez still would have won.
True. Yeah, I could have
Yeah.
went both ways.
So you had a 50-50 chance of winning. I guess you always had a 50-50 chance of winning.
Yeah, basically. Literally whatever you guess.
All right. Well,
that was close.
wow.
That was good.
That was
you
really
both,
fun.
You both won
Did-
one trivia.
Did whose question was that? Was that from Discord?
No, that was one of ours.
That was from one of yours.
But the length of all waveform episodes comes from Discord user Luna Norden with a little duck.
It's
emoticon.
creative. That was creative.
Yo, yeah. Again, Discord. Big shout out to everyone on there. If you're not on Discord, it's linked in the show notes. I think I have it as always
yeah.
in there now.
Discord.gg.
Definitely go check it out.
/MKBHD.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
easy.
There it is.
I'm in there sometimes.
Sick.
Yelling at people.
Well, that was a fun little game
Follow
show
the
trivia. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll do some Q&A. All right, welcome back. We're doing some video Q&A. Now, when I asked on Twitter for some video Q&A, what I meant was send in your video record your video of yourself asking a question and we'll answer with our video. But I think a lot of people just wrote text questions about video. which is fine. We'll do both. We'll start with
Yeah.
the video questions. We'll move on. But this is just a little Q&A because we like to bring this back on the podcast once in a while. We have David with us as well, so we can all answer questions and whatever we feel like answering. Let's do it.
Yeah, I have stuff up on my phone, so I'm just going to play it, and then we'll...
Okay.
Do you think Google will ever reach the Apple level of ecosystem? Given the rumors of the new Google Pixel 6 with the Whitechapel SoC which is made in-house in Google, damn, it would be awesome if Google had the level of integration such as Apple did. And also, which phones do you have in your pocket right now? Peace.
Okay. Bunch of parts to that question. Do I think they'll ever reach the level of integration of ecosystem Apple has? Just in the phone, I think they can do it with their own SoC, and I'm really looking forward to it. But their ecosystems are very different, actually.
Mhm.
If you just look at all the services that Google does that Apple doesn't, like Gmail, Google Search, YouTube, Google Calendar, that whole thing, versus like what Apple builds, which is a bunch of different hardware products, I don't see them being congruent anytime soon.
No.
But if we're just talking about the phone, which I think is what he's referring to, I do think they can basically match the level of integration. It just depends on how much we trust Google's Pixel team.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you watched the video about why Apple's features are always late, it's kind of that reason. It's like Google has all these teams that don't really work together, and they just make random weird cool stuff, even though it's slower now than it used to be. So they don't really work together to have that level of integration. And like Marquez said, like hardware wise, Apple's always just making their integration crazy. Google's hardware is, they don't really have as much of the like personal hardware.
Yeah.
So I don't really see it happening on either an app side or a hardware side, to be honest. I kind of feel like they're going to release the Pixel Watch and it'll have like one or two integration features and then they'll forget about it.
That's the thing too. How long will it last? Because there are a lot more
generation.
canceled Google products than there are
Shout out to
canceled
Killed by Google on
Yes.
Twitter.
I mean,
is
I think
real.
Whitechapel is the most excited we've been about like getting close to that in a long time, because now we're just one more step closer to all the hardware being together and mutual, but it's still, like you said, there's just so many different things, and Android's whole thing has kind of been they work with a million different companies, and like that's just, it's never going to happen to the point that like Apple has their walled garden.
Thing about Whitechapel for me is I think that it's going to be more about optimizing the phone and just making the apps run smoother and making everything feel smoother. But even though technically that would make the integration with other hardware products that run Whitechapel better, I don't think Google will execute on that very well. So I think the phone will definitely feel smoother. Google Apps will maybe feel smoother. And maybe they'll be able to have some sort of like airdrop thing that works between devices. But like, again, they make Chromebooks. It's like you can
even
unlock
that.
your Chromebook, but like,
yeah. It's not like there's a MacBook Pro from Google and an Apple Watch from Google and a HomePod from, they make a Google Nest Max thing.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same.
Nest
So
Audio.
yeah, there's just there is some overlap, which is why we view them as competitors, but how well will they execute on it? I don't know.
Probably not well.
We'll see.
No
I want to be optimistic.
Yeah,
I love it.
You're right.
I would
You
love
are
them to pull it off. Yeah.
Yeah, we should be optimistic.
Can I insert a question or an
Sorry.
answer?
Yeah.
I think that Google's going to take a cloud approach, and Apple does a lot of things hardware based. But
It
with
makes
Stadia and Google Drive and Gmail and all that stuff, they're trying to make all of their devices seem congruent in an ecosystem, but in the cloud.
Yeah.
If Stadia is any indication of that, I'm not looking forward to it.
Well,
Very, very true.
Yeah.
Stadia, yeah. But that's the review. Stadia,
yeah.
But the Whitechapel thing is interesting because if they do want to have this incredible level of hardware integration with a really powerful, well-optimized CPU, then that would work directly against this like cloud computing thing that they're so good at. So I don't know if it's just because they've seen it work really well on the phone that they want to attack it on the phone and then work with the cloud through other platforms. And maybe there's like a multifaceted Google doesn't talk to each other approach where we'll do cloud over here and we'll do local processing over here. But
I think it's a combination because like a lot of the way that Apple stuff works well together is through iCloud too.
Yep.
Like when you do things, when you send like iMessage and you do AirDrop and you do like unlock your Mac with your Apple Watch, those all have to be logged into your iCloud account.
Yeah.
So that is fairly tied to
Yeah.
a cloud.
True.
So we'll see. This question I think would just be fun to do on the podcast. Can we see a behind the scenes shot of the setup for the video podcast? So
Yes.
I'm gonna take a selfie and Adam can just post it in the video. Boom.
There we go.
We're done.
Now you've seen it.
Now
You've
you've
seen the scenes, and now you've seen the behind the scenes. Sick.
All right. Next video.
Next
After
video.
this.
You mean next question?
Yeah, video questions.
Oh, yeah. Go for it.
All right. Let's see. I don't know what this question.
I have two questions. One is, do you think that the future of tech is going to be unbelievably large and super reliant batteries that just never need charging, like what Tesla is trying to do? Or do you think that it's just going to be super fast, over-the-air wireless charging everywhere, such that you can have like a little bit of battery, but that's just always constantly being filled up, like what you're seeing with a lot of Xiaomi phones? That's number one. And number two, why don't you guys have Brendan Ward on the podcast? Like, he's super dope, and the bromance between him and David is actually...
All right, I'm cutting that off. Out. Brandon will now never be on the podcast because of this
He's
question.
already been on the podcast.
Why did you cut it off there?
Yeah, Brandon has been on the podcast, though. Actually, we almost debated getting them on this week, but expect Brandon and Vin to be on whenever we do like really, really intense like robot shots or something like that, or a really fun intro, and they'll usually come on and describe it. But they'll definitely be on sometimes.
Back to the question.
The original question, the battery question. Yeah.
I think the first question is really interesting. So I immediately, when I said that, I was like, no, I firmly, I don't know why, I really believe that the future is going to be like almost no batteries. Batteries will be super efficient and super small and very quick to charge, and it will be available like everywhere you go to charge up. This is like really far future I'm talking.
Yeah.
So like obviously you think about it now on your phone, like it's got this little battery cell in it, and everywhere you go, you just put it down on the table and it tops up, and you put it in your car and it tops up, and you just always have battery. Someday in the future, imagine your electric car has like a 50 kilowatt hour battery. It's no big deal. But like literally everywhere you go, you just park in one of these designated spots, and it's just inductive charging your car everywhere.
So do you still have to stop for it? It's still a stop spot?
Mm,
Because like
probably.
this, he almost made it sound like in the future, it's like you're just literally connected all the time. And at that point, is it even a battery, or is it basically just like a wireless plug?
It's like a small cell that powers you. You know, it doesn't necessarily need to be a huge battery to get you. Right now we have huge batteries because we go a long time without plugging in.
Yeah.
That's really the basic equation. So the smaller of a time you go between plugging in, the less battery power you need.
Yeah. I
So-
guess in this, a battery always has to have a charge, and that gives you power, but that charge ends and then therefore needs to be recharged.
Mm-hmm.
Did it almost sound like he was talking about like a future, which would be even further than the very distant future, where like you are charging all the time.
Wireless
charging everything in the world.
There's
is
demos
just
at
charging all the
CES
time.
every year of like wireless power, where
Yeah.
they like in front of like your TV, they've just got a transmitter that it's doing like a low voltage thing to your phone.
Yeah.
And like they work.
Yeah,
I think that like
Barely.
Yeah, barely. And it's also kind of like, at what point should we be worried about this?
Yeah, there's a lot of questions here.
Yeah, there's that.
in
There's like
how
the.
it would happen. But
Do you guys remember the solar freaking roadways video that blew up a few years ago?
those like
Yeah.
tiles that
Yeah,
just
the
neglected
tiles-
that like
yeah.
the road's dirty
That
and
they
would
get
cover up
dirty.
the-
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
But I mean, stuff like that. I like that. And also if you think about like IKEA is putting out like a ton of furniture that just has wireless chargers in it all the time.
Yeah.
And that's something I've thought about a lot recently is like at my apartment, Michael and I have wireless chargers everywhere. And I don't think I've plugged my phone in for like 8 months.
My
Right.
car is almost the only place I plug mine in.
Even
You
my
guys
car
have
is a wireless
chargers,
charger.
yep.
Yeah,
I
it's
was gonna say,
crazy.
so your car, your house is closer to the house of the future, where I guess someday you won't even have to put it down on the coils.
Yeah.
It will just be near an area, and
Near
that'll always be topped up. And so you'll have a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, but you'll always be at 90% because everywhere you go, you're near something.
It's kind of like that Xiaomi wireless charger that like moves the coil to your phone.
Yeah.
Like every table
That
will
was
just
like
have
a-
those coils in it. and they'll
Yeah,
move over
that was
to
the
your
super
phone.
basic physical solution to the tech we don't have yet. But yeah, someday I think that would be pretty cool.
I feel like a kind of realistic way to look at this would be I could see still in the distant future, but everything in an area that is maybe our own or a place where you stop at for longer would have wireless but slower charging. Whereas therefore when you are on the go, that's where you get plug-in hyper fast charging. And like in terms of cars and stuff like that too, like it wouldn't surprise me if your garage could get fitted with some sort of a car wireless charger, but they're not going to go do that at like wireless charging is always a step behind wired charging. And no matter what, even with Tesla superchargers and 20-minute charging, like that's a number they're going to want to get down till it's at 1 minute or whatever, or you're going in there equal to what a gas station would
I think
be
just
right now.
matching and beating gas.
Yeah, exactly. So I
Yeah.
think the much more realistic would be potentially slower wireless, easy, like a fit or like, easier charging at home or in a place where you would park your car longer, but then still on the go needs to be that wire
Flash
and it's going to be
charging,
super
yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
I think I could see that being a future where the only reason I don't see it with cars is because they're still so huge compared to every other battery we have.
Yeah.
And when the battery is that huge and you lose a lot of wireless charging efficiency to heat. And that's like okay for a phone because the phone is so small. But when you're charging and you're spending like significant money on electricity, you really want to just go straight into the car.
Oh, you're saying less efficient?
Yeah. So like your electricity bill would be higher charging your car with wireless charging
Okay.
because of how much energy you lose to heat.
Unless the technology, though, I mean, I'm assuming this is a technology we haven't invented yet, and maybe it would
Yeah.
become more efficient
Someday,
Like,
yeah.
I could, yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
I would love a future where we don't plug things in
It would be
anymore.
nice to just park in your garage and you start every morning full charge.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Here in my garage.
Here in my garage.
Here in my garage. All right. Here's a question.
Yeah.
Which company do you think will be the next most successful company in creating their own ecosystem similar to Apple's? So I guess the first question for that would be, is there a company that has like what's the second best ecosystem next to Apple's?
Weirdly, it's Samsung.
I mean, it has to be Samsung.
But it's
I feel like just because of sheer hardware and products.
But none of them are fully congruent enough to like really match each other. Like if you just mentally go, all right, Samsung's number one because nobody can match Samsung's TVs, refrigerators, and appliances, then no matter how good Apple stuff is, you'll never match that. But since we're referring to Apple's as like the number one, can you ever
benchmark,
match
yeah,
Apple?
right.
Yeah.
Then we have to say, okay, can Samsung make a phone? Can Samsung make a tablet? Can Samsung make laptops, speakers, and a bunch of the services that tie them all together?
Can they make smart speakers? Who knows?
They've been working on that thing for a while. Maybe. So it's tough to compare directly apples to apples. And I guess that is a pun intended.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've got iCloud. They've got like the seamless transition between the Mac and the iPad, and they've got the M1 chips. Like that is a very tightly knit, well done integration in an ecosystem that's hard to match from anyone.
But it's hard to argue anyone has a better shot right now, just in terms of pure products that you could get
Yeah. It is
connected together.
I
LG would have been one, but now they don't have a
Yeah,
phone.
and they never really tried to make their products integrated.
Yeah,
they
but
did a few
just-
things where like you could see your watcher's cycle on your phone, but it was just an app. It
But
wasn't,
just
like,
in the
built
sense of having, phone, smartwatch, tablet, computer, refrigerator, and literally everything, and then it's a software thing.
I
from
might
there.
actually say Xiaomi, personally.
They've got a lot.
True,
Because they
yeah,
have
Xiaomi
a lot of
makes literally
products,
everything.
and whether or not they integrate as closely as Apple's do, they are trying, and a few of their stuff does do that. Like they have laptops that people don't really know about, and you can do stuff on your phone with the laptop. There's Quick Share, that
Huawei.
kind of stuff. Huawei has Huawei Quick Share, all that stuff. I think if Huawei had not gotten kind of like kneecapped, they might have been a runner-up. But I think Xiaomi is like, especially because they just have so much freaking stuff.
Yeah.
They make everything.
And really high quality hardware. I would say what was I going to say? Oh, Apple's is the one ecosystem that seems to get modeled after in a way where they don't really talk to other ecosystems at all. They kind of just pretend the others don't exist. So like you'll see the HomePod come out and it's like, you have an Android phone, that's a useless product to you. Where like if you have, I don't think Huawei makes a smart speaker, but if you just insert any like Nest Hub or like any other, some of these products that are part of other ecosystems, you could still have an iPhone and work with them. You could have an LG phone and use a Huawei tablet and an LG laptop and a Samsung fridge, and they'll be okay. And they won't work great together, but like, I bet you if Apple makes a fridge, you won't even be able to open it with an Android phone. So it's a different mentality that they take to it. But yeah, closest if I were to just give one name, I would say Samsung actually.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do you guys have another one?
I think I have another video.
Oh, sweet.
Hi Marques, hi Andrew. I was wondering, what do you think are some of the biggest dangers that technological advancement and progress might entail, and what solutions would you implement to prevent them from happening?
Wow.
I actually have a really
big
niche
question.
one here that you and I were talking about pretty recently.
Okay.
And that's and I don't think this is exactly what he's going at, but right now, technology in electric cars is pushing us to these like 0 to 60 times that are just like unheard of, especially, and we've talked about it before, the Model S is a just like regular everyday car and it's going 1.9 now with Plaid. At what point is this getting to a dangerous aspect of potentially needing like a specialty license to drive a full-size sedan? Like I said, this is very different, I think, from the question, but like I think that's a
valid
reasonable
question, yeah.
like worry. Like at what point you see all those videos of like people crashing their Mustangs because they have way too much horsepower, and maybe that's mostly because rear-wheel drive, where most EVs now are four-wheel, but or all-wheel, whatever you want to call it. But those are enthusiasts also in Mustangs.
I have some potentially controversial thoughts about these things.
What's your most controversial thought that might get you canceled, Marques?
Yeah. Okay. So speed limits and like the way our infrastructure, and not just the US, but a lot of countries, like safety wise, the way the rules are built are pretty old. So this like, speed limit 50, speed limit 60 thing is designed because it was literally dangerous to drive your car faster than that. There were no safety measures, there were no airbags, there were no things like if you crash at 50 miles an hour, that's a major problem. But I guess today the level of what's like safe by most people is higher than it was before, at least. So, you see like people crashing a Mustang because it has way too much horsepower, but that's just because they're a bad driver. Like if you crash a new car in 2020, you are a much worse driver. And it's going to be it's much safer in today's cars than it ever has been. There's a recent Doug DeMuro video about this, actually. I guess all of that is to say, yeah, you shouldn't drive your car crazy. You shouldn't drive your car to the limits. That's what the tracks and the recreational spaces are for. But you've lately had the ability to do unsafe speed things for a long time. There are lots and lots of cars out there that can go way faster than anyone's ever supposed to go on the road. And we're just not supposed to do that on the road.
I would argue there that the power is becoming, the initial power that's potentially uncontrollable is becoming way more accessible to people who aren't buying. Right now, it's not accessible to get a car that goes that fast unless you are specifically seeking out a performance car.
I would
where
say
if we're looking at Model 3, you're going 3 seconds 0 to 60. Like you're starting to get, and we know Tesla, they're going to chip that down farther and farther. You're getting to uncontrollable speeds. Not uncontrollable, but way more dangerous speeds for people who are bad drivers, which will never be eliminated.
I would argue it's not the speed. The 0 to 60,
acceleration,
it's the acceleration. But if you floor it in a Model S in a straight line, it is way faster and way more safe than if you floor it in a straight line in a 720S. I've floored it in a straight line in a 720S, and
but that doesn't take into consideration variables on the road and like road.
No, it does.
It's still unsafe for people who aren't used to controlling power like that.
Yeah, both are unsafe.
And you're talking about bad drivers here, which will never stop. I mean, we have people crashing cars all the time now. You're taking those people and giving them an ungodly amount of power, which feels very dangerous.
It's true that the price to performance has come down constantly over the years. I just feel like we've had dangerous levels of performance for many years.
Yeah, it's just more
Basically.
accessible now to more bad drivers.
More so than before.
Yeah. I don't
feel
see
like
I don't
we've had Mustangs for years.
Yeah, but I feel like you're generally that's something you're seeking out for because you want a performance car.
Well,
a
Model S is
Model 3
$150,000.
Yeah, I know, but
it's probably the same
but
thing.
a Model 3 is still going 3.5, and like that's going to chip down. What happens when a Model 3 is going 2?
Is it less safe because it's going 2?
Yeah,
Is the Mustang more safe because it's slower?
well, that's different because of the rear-wheel drive versus all-wheel drive.
Well, that's what
But
I'm saying. It's like them going faster isn't necessarily less safe. I think it's about other things. That's why the Mustang's
But there's still
reputation's not
an
great.
acceleration curve when you're on gravel or a loose road or something like that. That no matter what, that's
There
going
are ways
to
to
be
make the
unsafe.
speed.
And there's other variables on the road, like other drivers, animals crossing the road, pedestrians. All of that is very unsafe. Maybe not to the person in the car, but maybe to the person walking across the road.
Definitely.
That now you're going 2 seconds 0 to 60 across that intersection rather than 7 seconds across that.
Yes.
I just think it's something to be wary of, and I would still argue it's getting less safe.
I would
in
say a
terms of
minor
speed.
minor counterpoint is like if you are a good driver and you are aware that 0 to 60 also helps you avoid accidents.
Yeah,
It's true.
I don't
Which
think
I
there's
have
not
done before.
I don't think there's
Yeah.
not pros.
I've had
to
someone
it.
that has almost hit me, and I've just been able to just like.
I think there's
set
a
out of the
ton
way.
of pros to it. I think merging on highways is going to get way easier and safer because of that. But
Yeah.
I still think there drives the factor of there are a lot of people I would never in the world want. A
So
car
to
going
his
that
question,
fast.
is there a solution
Is
to any of this?
I don't know.
all driverless cars all the time.
I wouldn't be surprised if in the future we get regulations on some of these things.
On max speeds
Legal regulations, not on max speed.
or on fastest acceleration?
I don't know where it would happen.
I have two
don't
thoughts
know,
on
to
this.
be honest.
Number one, this is just a fun fact, is Plaid Model S is now actually too fast to go flat out at a recreational drag strip because there is a minimum quarter-mile time before which you need parachutes to legally be able to
Oh,
use
really?
the
Wow.
drag strips.
Yeah,
And if you go flat out, you will be banned from the drag strip from going too fast without a parachute. That's
So-
pretty hilarious.
real quick before your next thing though,
Yeah.
that is open to somebody doing on a highway right now.
Yes.
That
But
that is,
but that's a highway versus a prepared drag strip straight line.
yeah.
then
But
they'll
but
still-
what's the safety measure of that you're reaching the outside of the if you need the parachutes to not go off the track at the end?
Yes.
So that means
And
on the
that's
highway
also-
you need the parachutes to not crash into someone potentially stopped on the highway.
So that's also older. The parachute is an older rule. Like this,
Okay.
these parachutes came from like cars from the 90s, needed a parachute
Yeah.
to stop, and now we have a Model S with the biggest brakes I've ever seen. But the second part of that is if there's any car that I want to be able to go 0 to 60 really fast, it's the one with the best safety rating, the one with the biggest crumple zone, the one with the newest tech, the one that's least likely to get hurt in, which is
the one
at least
that
good.
but the one that you're inside that has nothing to do with the
Oh, yeah,
other
yeah.
person.
I'm just
that
saying
you're
best case
potentially getting into
scenario.
the accident.
Best case scenario, if you're saying there's going to be a car that does 0 to 60 in 1.9, which car do you want it to be? I guess I want it to be the safest one. But yes, no matter what happens on the outside, you're at least making the inside variable safer. But yeah,
Okay, so now that Andrew did his did his answer,
Yeah.
do you have a piece of tech that you think is going to
Yeah,
be
I feel
scary
like this
in the
is
future?
pretty far off of
Dangerous?
what he
I've
was
got-
looking- I
I've
think
got
he
a
was
couple-
looking- He was
I've-
probably looking for like AI. robots,
I've got a
stuff
couple
like that.
thoughts, but I want to let you go if you have a.
dangerous. I think generally tech has done a good job of staying safe because number one, you don't want the bad PR. Number two, anytime you get anywhere near unsafe, you have to deal with the FTC or FCC, Federal Trade,
let me
FTC.
be.
So obviously there's been exceptions to that. Samsung had battery problems, as we all remember, but those are exceptions to the rule. So when I look at the most dangerous tech or the tech with the most potential to be dangerous, it kind of has to be sort of like low key behind the scenes dangerous. Like is all of your data being sold? That type of dangerous.
Accessibility through like the internet or through like a place that has a common area that somebody can gain access to, I think is what would scare me the most.
Yeah.
Access to all of your data through someone with
Oh.
poor intentions.
Right. Yeah. I don't know if I have a good like single product or something where it needs this solution that I can propose, but AI is definitely one that's
AI is
gonna
the one
come
that
up a
I
lot.
think AI. There's also, and before David answers, like similar on there. It's just like I feel like Boston Dynamics is one of those ones where everyone wants to be scared, but to me, that doesn't worry me. Really?
Yeah,
Not
I
yet.
mean,
Maybe I should. We see all these.
I might be slightly worried about those because if someone got a hold of one and put guns on it.
That's the thing. So Boston Dynamics is being very careful at the very beginning, which is who can even get their hands on the robot in the first place. Talking about putting things in the hands of the public.
Yeah.
You cannot buy a Boston Dynamics robot without talking to Boston Dynamics about exactly what you're going to do with it, them approving it, and them having you sign a contract saying, if you do anything else, we're taking it back. So
is it that, or is it just they stop software updates and no more?
I'm not sure the specifics.
Customer service, I think it was. So
But
like
they
technically you can
definitely-
still run it, but it basically is stopped at that.
But it's
point.
not like your crazy uncle can buy one and send it off to do something crazy for you because he will not be able to get his hands on one.
Yeah.
So that's what Boston Dynamics is doing, which is smart. And I think a lot of companies who make products like that probably think about this type of stuff a lot. We don't want the liability. We don't want any products to be dangerous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. What's the solution other than do good?
Yeah.
Work for a company that make thing, do good.
Seems to be the best solution for all of these is be a good human being, which will never happen.
I have two. One of them is kind of cliche, but I think it's like like unregulated social media, and just the way that it is probably screwing with a lot of younger people's heads right now, and just the lasting effects that will have on people's self-image within the next 10 years.
I think there are
especially
people
when you grow up with it and like your entire worldview is the entire world and everyone looks perfect all the time. I think there's gonna be a pretty major mental health crisis in about 5 to 10 years.
Is this a bad time to plug that you should subscribe to the video podcast on YouTube?
Yeah. So that's a kind of a cliche one, but I
totally
kind of also firmly believe that's going to happen. And the fact that it's just the platforms are driven around engagement and staying on the platform, and because of that have just kind of gone out of control.
I totally agree, and there's attempts at solving it that I don't think are working.
I don't think they're working very well at all, because at the end of the day, these companies still need you on their platform for as long as possible. The other thing is CRISPR, which, do you guys know what CRISPR is?
Is that the DNA manipulation type stuff?
It's gene editing, basically. Yeah. They take this cutter protein virus and it goes in, and the way that your genes are laid out is like a sequence, right? So if they can identify certain sequences that cause certain diseases, they can literally cut one of the sequences out and replace it with another one, and then you won't have the disease. And while that's like incredible and amazing, and they've been working on this for a long time, there are very scary implications of this, because while, some people have in the past thought that there was like superior genetic humans that didn't exist, now there actually will be. And it's going to be, I mean, if this got sold, if this like became available on an open market, only the richest people would be able to afford it. And if only the richest people could make the most superior human babies, then the rich would be genetically superior, which would keep them rich, which would keep them genetically superior. And it would just become this like, so it's a whole thing.
And what's the solution to this?
Hit them with your car that goes 0 to 60 in 1.9.
It's a really hard problem, because like if we could eliminate cancer, wouldn't we?
It's exactly.
It's one of those questions.
Oh yeah, it's one of those questions.
There's actually a worldwide ban right now using it
currently.
embryos.
But it's a really interesting topic, but also very scary, because it could easily cause like a ridiculous amount of like classism.
There's a lot of
genetic classism, which is scary as hell.
Anyway, I
Anyway,
think I read a book about this, but yeah.
potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
They invented it at my college. That's why.
What college is that?
UC Santa Cruz.
Shout out to UC Santa Cruz, changing the world.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else have more?
Do you want to
More of
do?
these.
We're pretty far in here.
We
answered
are
those questions
fairly
a lot,
far in.
right?
Okay, this might be fun.
Okay.
If you could only live with 3 pieces of tech for a month, what would they be?
Oh, that's such a hard question, because
You-
how do you define a piece of tech?
Also, you're done. You have phone, car, so 2.
Well,
Yeah, 3 is a lot, actually.
I could live without my car
Actually,
for a month.
this is an interesting question. Yeah,
What is a piece of tech?
Yeah.
What is technology?
Are you saying like using your lights at home would be tech? Is that
There are a lot of
Oh, yeah.
gray area pieces
Yeah.
of tech in my life
could
that
use
I would not be
candles.
sure if they count or not. My house has a Nest thermostat. Do I have to not use my thermostat?
correct?
Okay.
I get, let's okay, hold on. Let's do this. If it is a smart object, let's assume in this month, within the snap of a finger, you can turn it back to the old version, the dumb version of it, the non-tech version. So if your thermostat, you can still change your thermostat, but you can't do it from your phone and you can't set it from beforehand.
Because that's funny, because all we're really doing is not connecting it to the internet, but it's still a thermostat.
Yeah, but it's one that you can set.
You can still
you
use
can set
it.
things for
Yeah.
it. It controls the efficiency
I guess
and everything like
if you're
that.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's just say internet connected.
Okay.
Well,
That's
I was
what
going to say the
defines tech,
internet
right?
was one of my things in tech, so
The-
I wasn't sure if
yeah,
that
my-
counts.
I think
my
I think your
router-
laptop would be. Yeah. I mean,
I don't want to live without
Personal
my router.
item.
I don't know,
Personal
but then
item.
you'd have to be like my router, my modem,
Yeah.
and my laptop,
And the wall.
That would suck.
No, I'm going to go handheld. I'm going to go
Phone is so
3 pieces of
easy.
tech. Yeah, phone is
does everything.
phone's easy.
It's one.
Yeah.
It would be a challenge to like try to pick 3 and not include the phone, but I'm definitely going to put my phone as 1.
Yeah.
Then piece of tech. So for a month, I'm going to need a camera and I'm going to need a computer of some sort. Just because.
Are you going to attempt to make videos for that month?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we're
You're
gonna have
done.
real bad audio.
Yeah. So I'm doing like just one. I
Echoey
guess,
audio. In
I guess
the
when I
videos
say
from now on.
camera, I'm going like camera setup. The stuff plugged into the camera.
Wait, so
counts.
what camera? Because like would
R5, A7S3.
I was gonna say with like a C300 with it, does that have the onboard microphone on it?
I don't know if I
Like-
want to edit that on a laptop. I'm just going like laptop is the computer
Oh,
because my
wow.
3 things are phone, laptop,
wow.
and
Oh, yeah, 'cause
camera.
laptop you can bring around with you.
Yeah. So if I can edit on 16-inch MacBook Pro, and I've got, let's go Sony A7S3 with the mic plugged in
So you're gonna
with an
go
SD card.
a month without music.
My phone can do music. Yeah.
Yeah,
Spotify.
I guess.
Yeah.
Just
I
no-
mostly
just
use
no
Spotify.
headphones.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I can
You
deal.
could just be one of those people that plays
On
it
the
out loud.
subway.
Would you go headphones over one of those 2
I think
things?
I would. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I think I go phone, headphones, and I could probably even go without my. Probably, I guess laptop.
Laptop.
Yeah, phone, headphones, laptop. I feel
Yeah.
like that's easy.
I think I would do phone.
3 is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3's a
Phone,
lot.
Avi. I would honestly not do a laptop. I would probably do my computer at home because I like to play games at night, and that's one thing. Right now, I haven't played Valorant in like a month, and I'm
So all the
losing my mind.
peripherals and all the things that connect to it are part of the computer.
Yeah.
In this example.
Yeah.
Right? Like, is that?
I don't think
yeah, that's a
peripherals
tough
are
If I
one.
can
That
connect
That
them,
is really
if I can
tough.
go SD card and microphone, then you can go keyboard and mouse.
What if
Fair.
they all like they're all part of the computer because they stay at the computer and they don't go anywhere else. So like my headphones, my keyboard, mouse, like I don't bring those around for anything else.
I would say because they're plugged into it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
And
pretty.
But that's only 2?
Yeah, that's only 2. Honestly, I don't really know.
TBH, I kind of don't want my phone.
For a
Problem
month.
is, I literally couldn't survive without it, which kind of sucks.
I do most of my internet stuff on my phone unless I'm at my work computer or I'm at my home computer. I still
Yeah.
barely even do stuff on that. I rarely carry a laptop.
I was gonna say I could
unless
probably
we're
swap out
traveling.
my laptop for something, but if it was gonna be for a month and I got really, what's a computer? If it was for a month and I got really bored, I guess I'd want to play Dota or something, so I
Yeah.
could do it on my laptop. You know?
Yeah, a month is a long
A
time.
month is a while.
Well, that's a good one to end it on, I guess.
Yeah, I
that was
think
pretty
we'll
fun.
end
Yeah.
Sick. All right. Well, this has been your semi-annual game show / video Q&A. Next time, I'll make it super clear that we want video questions, and then we'll have more of a conversational style. But if you haven't already subscribed to the WVFRM YouTube channel, definitely do that. We're doing a video version of the podcast. Audio-only listeners, we still love you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for tweeting at us at WVFRM. You can find David's Twitter in the show notes, Andrew and I's Twitter in the show notes, and all
Adam's
the other
Twitter in the show notes.
Adam's Twitter in the show notes, and all the other links we spoke about. I think that's it.
Brandon Havard's Twitter in the show.
Of course.
Never.
Catch you guys in the next one.
Waveform is produced by Adam Molina. We are partnered with Studio 71, and our intro-outro music was created by Vane Sill.